Today's episode is brought to you by FNX. You're looking to lose weight, gain weight in the most healthiest way possible. FNX is where you need to go. You're talking about a section you're looking to gain weight. There's a section you're trying to lose weight. There's also even a section you're trying to better your performance when you're out there trying to be the best you. Please go to the link that is in this video. But also, you have to look the part. We're trying to unlock that inner athlete in you. Speaking of inner athlete, hey, you know how we get down. So, fill up your shopping carts. Once you get to checkout, use the promo code BTSI for 15% off. Again, BTSI for 50% off at checkout. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the B.TS show. I am your host, Christopher J. Let me do a quick mic check because I got a phone call. I have to put my do not disturb on real quick. Mic check. Okay, we're good on that part. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to my guy Ricky in the audience. Now, be slightly different because if anybody remember my last stream, we talked about burying the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. Now, I did go to Florida. We did funeralize my grandmother, but something's been a little bit different than I would as I projected. And that's good. We're gonna talk about that today. Also, although this is somewhat of a freestyle episode, it's somebody I'm hoping that a particular president could join this live stream because I know him and I got some things that we need to talk about. I'm talking about J Prince for president. Hopefully he'll pull up. I know this is a little bit impromptu. Hopefully he's gonna pull up to my show today because the link is in the chat. I do have it for him to join, and me and him could just talk about a couple of things that happened, but we'll see. But it's all good. So before we get into what's what I'm looking for, before we get into what happened in Florida, let's play a video, and I'm gonna give you the breakdown. So we'll be right back. Today's episode is brought to you by Wavilo. Of course, you guys see me with my Bakari watch. Looks nice, don't it? But if I wanted to go out, just a casual wear, and it's kind of chilly outside. Not bad. Let's add some more color to it. Ooh, that's gonna look good for the photo shoot. Get with the brand that's versatile, that can cover you in all areas of fashion for men and women. So, go to the link that's in this video, fill up your shopping cart. Once you do, the promo code is BTSI for 50% off. I repeat, BTSI for 50% off at checkout. All right, so all right, let's get down to it, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope I can be heard on here. Well, let me see. About I'm talking about J Prince. Okay. Yo. Okay, it worked. So that's a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. For those who know, I went down to Florida. Lazy, oops. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never been to Florida a day in my life. Like here's how this happened. Um, there was one night early in the morning, I got a call from my mother who was crying her eyes out, and she told me that my grandmother passed away, and I didn't have any emotions. I didn't have any emotions about it at all. Uh, just the fact that I was woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to a woman who was crying hysterically. Of course, I went to go check on her the next day and this, that, and third. And if you guys remember what I said on my last stream, I didn't get emotional about it because I was already, oops, excuse me, oopsie. because I was already prepared for her passing. What do I mean by that? I knew that her time was going to come because, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I did not recognize this woman at all. When the couple of times, the 2 times my mother did went down to Florida for my grandmother, I was able to duel her. Well, it's now called Google Meet. Called her, checked on her, and I saw my grandmother. I didn't know who this. I didn't recognize who this lady was. I knew it was her because of her voice. Like, oh shoot, that's Granny. And seeing her for the second time, and I was like, her time's coming real soon. So I had to make peace. Didn't take long, honestly. I had to make peace. Like, she's gonna go, and I'm just gonna have to deal with that. So the phone call did not surprise me at all when my mother said she passed. And I told this to my wife, and I know what I'm about to say is going to sound very insensitive, and I understand that, and I apologize for that. I think his name is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, Tommy. I was a little bit more shocked and taken aback about his passing versus my grandmother, because of course we all know how he went out. He checked out of the game, and my grandmother, I seen it coming, so it was only a matter of time. Unfortunately, I was not emotional about it. Well, with my grandmother's passing, by the way, initially I wasn't emotional, and like I said last on my stream a couple of weeks ago, that I still wasn't emotional. And the question was, I going to be emotional when I got to the funeral? Now, openly, man, when we got there, we went to the not the awake. It was before the wake to view my grandmother's body. Was I emotional then? No, I was not emotional. But I will openly admit, to see your mother go through those stages of grief was very uncomfortable. And let me give you guys some context. I'm isolated from my family by my choosing. I just choose to stay away from everybody and do my own thing. And that's probably because of the past of what I thought I went through, what was done to me, and that type of stuff. I'm quick to forgive everybody else, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard for me to forgive my family because I hold them to such a higher standard, a higher pedestal. And I was like, you know what? You guys stay over there. I'm gonna be on my side, and that's exactly what I did. Uh, Keep it on the comments just in case. So I just decided to like just stay on my own side. I've been doing that since January of 2015. I was out on my own. Didn't Yeah, I was out on my own on the 15. Got out of my dad's house. Stayed away from my family for the most part. I didn't like there were times they be called, text. I just let it go. To message, I was like, I don't want to be bothered by y'all because I feel like there's some type of inconvenience that's gonna come if I answer this phone. And at the same time, when I needed something done for me, it's not going to get done the way I like it. And I'm going to ultimately be held responsible for it. So it's like, you know what? Every decision I make will be my decision and my decision alone. If it fails, at least it was by my hands and nobody else's hands. So, and ladies and gentlemen, I have been succeeding and striving since then. So that will be my cynical take on that. And excuse me. And if anybody make me do something I don't want to do, and I'm left in a bad situation after the fact, I just cut off ties from that person. Like seriously, there's some people I have not talked to in years because they put me in a situation I did not want to be in. It's only a handful of people because most times if I say no, the answer is fucking no. But with that set to the side, I was I felt like I was forced to go on this trip because I'll keep it bucky, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want to go, not even a little bit, because
Had I gone, I was going to be left in some type of situation I did not want to be in if I come back to Houston. But pleading, begging, crying, that type of stuff, arguing for like maybe 30 minutes to hours on the phone. It's like, fine, I'll go. Now they also wanted me to bring my wife and bring my son. The answer is no. I'm putting my foot down. You never talk to me again because of it. I'm willing to live with that punishment. And I put that in air quotes, like don't threaten me with a good time. But that was my mindset. It's like, fine, I will go. And matter of fact, not only did I say I was going to go, I said I will fly out there. Friday night, I'll fly. I'll get there Saturday morning, like maybe 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. I'll catch an Uber from Orlando to Haines City, and I will. It's all good. No. You have to travel. Like you have to get in the 15 passenger van. You have to ride with us all the way to Florida and do everything you don't want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate road trips with a passion. We'll get to that in a minute. I know anything more than 2.5 hours, I'm catching a flight. So what does that mean? I'll drive to San Antonio. I'll drive to Austin. I will drive to Galveston, which is not 2.5 hours, by the way, is a lot less, maybe half the time. I will drive to Lake Charles, Louisiana, and that's it. Anywhere else? No, sorry. I'm catching a flight. They made me do that against my will. And it's like, you want me to be in a van with people for the most part I really don't care to be with, which is my older brother, my younger sister, my mother, just anybody on my side of the family. I just don't care to be around them. But it's like, all right, you guys are making me do every single thing I don't want to do. So that, you know what that means? When I get back to Houston, complete isolation. You know what I mean? Like almost a divorce-like type of style from my mom's side of the family. Like you guys are getting blocked from every platform. I am blocking the number. Matter of fact, I went as far as say I'm going to change my number. I don't want to talk to none of y'all. Talk to none of y'all again because you guys have no idea what situation you guys are putting me in prior to this trip, and actually what's going to happen after this trip. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep it cool, calm. I'm gonna keep it cool, calm, collected, and cool. So what happened? Thursday, was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. Um, Thursday morning, like maybe like one in the morning. I got off from work. I was putting stuff in the car, about to take a shower. Mom called. He's like, "Hold on, just wait. Your brother's not here. Your brother and his girlfriend is not here yet. So we're gonna wait to instead of leaving at 3:00 in the morning, we're gonna leave at 7 at 6:00 in the morning. And I think we actually left at 9:00 in the morning. So we're gonna get to Florida 6 hours late. All right, so okay, you guys are adding to the reasons on why I do not want to talk to you guys again after this trip. But we got there. Um, was my brother and his girl there? I don't remember. Oh yeah, there was that. There was a upstairs asleep. Got there. Um, my sister, my god sister, is her and my mom's husband. And for the record, I'm not saying anybody's name. I'm protecting their identity. So please just try to bear with me as much as possible. They went to go pick up the rental car. I was like, why was this not done? I was thinking to myself, obviously, why was this not done beforehand? But I was like, fine. They came back. Keep in mind, I'm one of the person who were coming back with the 15 passenger van. They actually came back with a Ford Explorer, which only seats 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 7 people. Now, and I was like, what is this? They say, you guys are taking this car. Mom, her husband, and your god sister are taking the other car, the 40 and up crew. And I have an aunt and a cousins. They're gonna fly out. Keep in mind, the fly out thing was my idea. So I'm furious at this point, but I can keep a straight face. It's like, all right, let's just get the stuff in the car and let's go. So it's me, excuse me, it's me, my older brother, his girlfriend, my youngest sister, and my god sister's daughter, which is 1 second. Uh, what is she to me again? I forgot. Niece, my god niece. There you go. Sorry. This family tree stuff is very confusing, and it'll get a little bit more confusing as the story go on. But we all rode in the car. Like I said, I have a different personality than everybody. I'm a little bit protective of my god niece, um, but it's all cool. The trip was just extremely long. I fell asleep through through some of the trip. I opened up about my Clubhouse rooms. I let them listen. I let them listen to my rooms, and of course, they have a complete disagreement about everything that I agree with, and for the most part, and they saw they saw a couple of YouTube shows, particularly the People's Talk and that type of and those type of other stuff. So had a big not we for the record we didn't have no fight. We had a long conversation, a long debate or whatever the case would be, from Houston for 9 o'clock in the morning all the way to Haines City, Florida, which was 3 o'clock the next morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that was how many hours was that? 9, 12. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. Just call it a 15 or 16 hour drive. I was heated. We finally got to Florida, and when we got to Florida, from Florida to Haines City was another 8 hours. Um, like I said, Florida's different. You guys are different out there. What is this? Oh, it's a problem. I don't care about that. Yeah, Florida people are just different. What the Charlamagne said, the crazy people in America comes from the Bronx and all of Florida. He was not lying. And it's just I just saw Florida over here, Florida over there, things that made no sense at all. And just Florida. It's just different. It's a different country, not a state, a country. We got to Florida. We got to the Airbnb, which is another thing I don't believe in, because I do believe that Airbnbs, the owners had the right to place cameras, obviously on the outside of the house. But I remember a couple of years ago, there was a situation or a case where they placed cameras inside the house, and the Airbnb owner won that dispute. That's why I was never a fan of Airbnbs. Now, with this particular Airbnb, ladies and gentlemen, it was a 4 bedroom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was a 4 bedroom and a 5 bathroom, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 bedrooms. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 bedrooms, bathrooms. Sorry. So, with that being stated, guess who got, because I'm the youngest male there, I said this on Fight Club, guess who got the room with the bunk bed? What 6'1" person needs to be sleeping in a bunk bed? That's 336 pounds. I was pissed. I wanted to sleep on the couch. Boy, that was weak. Matter of fact, I'm such a if I could legally get away with that, I'll blast the address right now so you guys can go look on it on the website. Because I was the youngest male there, I had to sleep in a bunk bed. I couldn't sleep on the top of the bunk bed. No. I had to sleep at the bottom, just crouched up, fetal position. Like, what the fuck is this? And what pissed me off is just you had palm trees all over the walls, like I'm in paradise. Suck my. So when we got there, 3 o'clock in the morning, tried on my suit for the funeral, and the arms ripped. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say I'm 336, I'm 336. I'm a big person. Like I said, I'm in the gym. for the most part. So yeah, I'm not that type of big. Slightly out of shape, I will openly admit, but I'm strong enough to put you in a coma. So I'll leave it at that. We had to. Now this is at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take this to K&G in the morning. Unfortunately, K&G is about 45. It was a 30 to 45-minute drive from where we stay at. And I was like, all right, cool. I get there early. I get there, wake up early, get there, be the first ones there. Go ahead and sew it up, and I'll come pick it up later on tonight. And I'll pay extra if I have to. Don't mean anything to me. And I'll pick up a couple of things while I'm here. Nope. We have to go to the funeral. We have to go to the funeral home first thing in the morning. Yeah, we go to the funeral home first thing in the morning. Y'all saw my stuff on IG. Nope. I said, you know what's worse than black people? Family. My family was late. We were supposed to be at the funeral home at 10 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get there till like maybe 11:30 or 12. Around that time. We got there late. Let's basically say I could have basically went to K&G, excuse me, dropped off my suit, had the tailor take care of it, and I had time to come back. Nope. We went to the funeral home, and now let's take a slight turn for this one. Now, my mother said she needed us there. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't need anybody. You want somebody there. But when I got to that funeral home, I saw that my mother needed me there. We got there. We saw my grandmother's body. Now my older brother pulled me to the side and said, "You need to be there. You need to be ready to be there for Mom." And after he said that, not even a second later, you hear my mother yelling and crying. And now, did I get emotional there? No, I didn't. Did I show any emotions? Not at all. But I will tell you this: one of the most uncomfortable things to see is your mother go through stages of grief. I won't go into details of how my grandmother passed, but just to see your mother go through those stages is, excuse me, is something that somebody that's as stoic as me, yeah, I didn't want to see that. It was very uncomfortable to see. Yeah, was everybody? Well, I won't talk about other people's and how they express their emotions. I'll just keep it on me. But I was probably the most. No, I won't put it in air quotes. Let me not. I was probably the most emotionalist person there, and I just stood by and just was on standby, and that's pretty much it. Now, when my mother was able to release how she was feeling, it was like, all right, she had to compose herself, get herself together on her own time, by the way. And she's like, all right, we need to get this funeral ready. So I let the ladies do what they had to do. My mother, my sister, my godniece, my brother's girlfriend, and my god sister. Let them take care of what they need to do. That's not my experience. I stepped out of the room. My older brother went to go take care of a couple of things. I left to go take care of a couple of things. Then while that was done, we was able to go outside the city. Excuse me. to the sorry y'all, just like I said, just thinking about it, it was just messed up. It was just messed up. But we was able to leave to go get some errands done because we had to get that suit fixed up. Now, let me say this. I don't want anybody ever in their life to talk about Houston traffic again. I-4 East and West, garbage, trash, burn it all. If you're not going to add more lanes to that godforsaken highway, burn it. Ladies and gentlemen, what was supposed to be a 35-minute drive turned to be an hour and 5 minutes. It's much longer. Because keep in mind, we stayed down the street from Disney World, Legoland, SeaWorld, and Orlando Studio. We had to fight through traffic. And I mean that. I'm like I said, I-4 East and West, nightmares. Never doing that again, ever. So we had to drive an hour to get my stuff tailored. And we had to take another longer route we had to get back to the funeral home. We had no time to go home and change for the wake. We had to get back. We had to get back to the funeral home. Took even longer to get there. Met family that I never seen before in my life. I know a lot of people talk about me being big and huge or whatever the case may be. Y'all need to go to Florida and see how they get down. I might be 336, but they look. Let's just say I'm not the only big one in the family, which is good news. So that's cool. Me and my older brother, and if y'all was on Fight Club on Saturday, y'all saw who my older brother was and how big and how tall he is. So, but that was like I said, traffic was probably the worst thing about Florida. Now let's get to this. Hold on. I got my cousin here. Shout out to my cousin Jeremy, man. What's up, brother? Man. Salute to my cousin, man. That's my cousin. But hey, y'all be respectful. Hey, y'all go follow him on his YouTube page as well. Don't ask me no questions. Just do it. Shout out to my cousin. Happy to see you, brother. We gonna link up on the summertime. Yes, we're all gonna come together as a family. We're gonna meet up. Probably either Austin or San Antonio. More likely San Antonio because of SeaWorld. We're all gonna come to San Antonio. We're all gonna get together. But we'll talk about that later. Nice to see you, cousin. I appreciate you coming. Now, let's get to the Saturday. Hold on one second. Like I said, build as a fire. Salute to the Godfather. The what else? What's going on Friday? Saturday, I was still in my mind about everything. Getting ready. I woke up early before the whole entire house. At least I thought I did. And of course, some of y'all saw me on Fight Club. Me and Jay Prince going at it per usual. And if anybody can find out where Jay Prince is at, tell him to come here so we can have that conversation right now, if possible. If I have to go on his show, I will. But tell him to come here and click the link and hop on live so we can talk. So let me make sure you didn't pull up. All right, cool. So did that. I did Fight Club and whatever the case may be. Got off and went to go deal with the service. Called my family and checked on them. Of course, my son is the bright spot of a lot of people's day. My son wanted to talk to everybody in the house, but of course, he wanted to talk to his nana. That will be my mother. We called her Nana. She was like, "Where's Nana?" He don't want to see Uncle Dom. Ooh, almost finished that name. Sorry, big bro. He didn't want to see his uncle. He didn't want to see his auntie. He didn't want to see all these people. Where's Nana? And of course, my son loves him some Nana. So did that. The people from the funeral home came and picked us up. Rode a limo. That was my first limo ride. Well, I'm not gonna shout out to the funeral home that took care of us. I greatly appreciate it. We got there. We got to the church that will host the service, which is the church my grandmother attended. Um, it was, and here's the funny part. The we was reading the brochure, and here's the funny part. I found out my brother's girlfriend's last name because when I saw the person's name in here, I was like, "Who's this?" My brother's girlfriend went up and spoke and started singing. I did not know we had a singer in the family. So that happened. Reflection happened. I was not, and actually, before I even get to that part, I need to tell you before we got on the trip, I had a conversation with my father, and just to let you know that my dad said you need to learn to forgive and let go, because my dad forgave, forgave everybody. He doesn't hold on grudges. He say what he's like, and just I won't go in details of our conversation, but he say you have to learn to forgive. You have to learn to let go because of how I was handling the whole situation. And it took me a while to get there from that conversation all the way to Florida. And matter of fact, I wasn't even there when we arrived to Florida. I wasn't even there during the funeral home, the wake. I wasn't there. And when I walked into that church, I still wasn't, for the most part, I wasn't there. I was just on standby. I was just like on standby duty. Like, all right, I'm here for my mom, support from my mother now because I see it now. I'm here to support her. Uh, we walked up to the casket, paid our respects. I had my sister on my left side, by the way, so I was there for her. She needed it. Then we went to our seat. Then we went through the service. My brother's girlfriend, Sue, who can sing, ladies and gentlemen, she can sing. Paid her respects. Um, One of the I guess the assistant pastor who grew up with my mother and them asked anybody want to reflect. And I'm thinking they're going by the brochure. I did not think anybody could talk. I don't. It's been a while since I've been to a funeral, and all funerals are ran differently, so I didn't know. Um, During that time, I was just thinking. When I sat down, just said to myself, I really thought about what my dad said about you got to learn to forgive and learn to let go. And I'm not going to go in details what happened in the family because that's nobody's business. And I just had to really just think to myself, like, why? So why am I holding? I'm quick to forgive everybody else. Why am I not quick to forgive family? Um, and it was just a wrestling match me and God was having at that time. Needless to say, that God was wrestling me since from the day my grandmother passed, which was November 19th, all the way up until this past Saturday. Needless to say, I was God as strategic as he is. He was breaking me down every day up until that funeral. So I sat down. I was able to just tune everybody out for the most part. And all of a sudden, at that moment, and it's still fuzzy now. I can't remember anything negative that happened during that time period of my life with my family, because it was something that I used to hold on to. I don't remember. I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened at that moment. And it's like, what was I holding on to this whole time? What was I holding on to all these years? And what came to me was positive memories. Like when it was kind of reflection time, my people wanted to speak. My older brother spoke, and I just felt the courage to said, "I said, bro, let me see the mic." Well, after he was done, of course, I got up, said good morning, and I told people that growing up, my one common thing, and I told you guys, you could, Dominic and my sister, sorry, big bro, my bad. Um, I say I told the congregation like my older brother and my sister can vouch for this, but we got told no to a lot, and yes, we did. Between my dad and my mom, especially when they were still married, no toys, no sodas, no chips, no snacks, nothing. We will complain from sunrise to sunset. Can we get something to eat? Can we get something? Can we have fun? Nope. They say no to everything except reading a book, writing a paper, especially on Saturday mornings when it's cartoon times. I'm like, why would you do such a thing? So, but here's the trick that I revealed at the funeral. At least I did. As much as we were complaining to my mom and dad about that every day, there's one days we did not complain, and that's the days we went to my grandmother's house. You know why? Because I told the congregation that woman right there was going to say yes. They would be upstairs watching TV. I sneaked downstairs. My grandmother had probably the best pantry in Houston at that time. Snacks over here, drinks over here, whatever to cook was in the middle. Man, please. Looked around, closed that door, ate, had a good time, threw away the evidence, cleaned up my shirt or whatever, because I was a messy kid back then. Walked upstairs. Mom, dad, nobody knew what was going on, but my grandmother knew. And that was good enough for me. And I said, one of the things, and I know now, like, those who see me and interact in real life, not online. Well, whoever I am online is who I am in real person. But for the most part, when I'm put in a certain situation, I'm about as opening, warming as it comes. I'm always quick to say yes versus no. When people don't, when I don't see people misusing, abusing me, that is the case. And that 100%, cousin. Um, it's just that I had to realize that a part of who I am right now was because of the person that I had trouble forgiving. And I let everybody know, like, who I am now, part of me is because of my grandmother. And that's who I will be moving forward. And I can thank that woman for that. We went through the service. It was a great service. By the way, the church was a Spirit Life Ministry in Auburndale, Florida. Pastor Jarvis Marshall. Um, he's a family too, by the way. Um, we had the funeral service. It ended, closed the casket. My mother. Um, like I said, stages of grief that a mother goes through is something you never want to see. Um, it we was able to get to the service and make it outside just to breathe. Sunny, the sun in Florida. there was some positiveness. It was the Sunday Florida. Maybe that was just me leaving a church after after the service. It's like, all right, some fresh. Just need some fresh air. Yeah, congregated at the end, and it was time to go to the burial site. And another reason why Florida is different in a negative way. I'm gonna let the funeral home take care of this. There, usually when you drive in a funeral line, as I call it, traffic stops for you. The police officer stopped us and let other people go away. Needless to say that nobody was happy about that. Now, connections. This is where connections happen. The deputy, chief, sheriff, whatever he is, uh, when it comes to the funeral home, they have connection with. They have. Well, I'm not. They know him, so they called. They're going to call him. They're going to take care of that. Like I say, you guys in Florida is different, very, very different. So I understand rookie mistakes happen, but yeesh, talk about a mistake that you should not have made. So we'll see what happens to that particular police officer. Yeah, that was crazy. But we got there and we buried my grandmother right next to her mother. Um, and matter of fact, let's go to the final commercial break, and I'm gonna tell you guys. Then we're really gonna get into the title, "Let the Dead Bury the Dead." Trust me, I know what some of y'all think. Is just bear with me. We'll get into that. We'll get into that title momentarily. So this is not gonna play. Said build it as we fly, people. All right, here's Brytn Smile. We'll be right back.
Today's episode is brought to you by Brytn Smile. Now, you guys need to keep your mouths clean, keep your mouths white, and keep your mouths bright between dentist visits. I get it, I understand. So here's where Brytn Smile come into play. Yes, good old Brytn Smile. Now, in this whitening kit, it comes with a multitude of things that you need. Starters, you're going to need a user manual on how to operate the devices that come with it. Next up, you have a shade chart to keep you posted on where your teeth fall on the chart. That is very beneficial. Also, these gel pens. Put the gel on each tooth. Do it correctly. Follow the manual. And, well, you know, we have a charger. It comes with a charger. I wonder why. That's right, an LED mouthpiece. This is very beneficial, y'all, as y'all can see. For the blue, it is on for 15 minutes. And once that is done, let's go purple, pink, whatever color you prefer to call it. Let's do that for 10 minutes. Go to Brytn Smile. The link is located in the description. Grab a kit, put it in your shopping cart, and when you get to the checkout, the promo code is BTSI for 25% off. Again, BTSI for 25% off.
All right. Now let's get to the burial site, which is down the street from where I guess everybody grew up in Florida. Of course, most people still upset about the interaction with the Haines City police officer rookie. He'll get his. I'm not even worried about that. We got to the funeral site down the street from my great grandmother's house, I believe, and where everybody grew up. They got there, carried the casket there, and they had the final service there, which was reminding me of how long that took. Because I remember when we buried my grandfather back in, I believe, February of '96. I could be wrong. We went to the funeral. Now we went to the gravesite. Me, my brothers, we had to stay in the car. I think my sister was there as well. If not, I'm pretty sure either my dad or my mom was holding Chelsea at the time. We had to sit in that car and wait. I'm gonna ask my mom and dad how long did that take? Because it felt like forever. We were sitting in that car in the rain, I might add. This funeral service, we got there, we paid our respects, and we were pretty much out. Everybody paid their final respects. Salute to my aunt Tammy. That was my first time ever seeing her going through her stages of grief. Like I said, it was very uncomfortable seeing my mother go through it. It was very uncomfortable to see my auntie go through it as well. But I understand that's their mother. And everybody was talking, chilling. Of course, I stayed to myself. I let everybody pay their respects. And while everybody moved away from the burial site, that was my time to just have a moment with God and Granny. I started off that prayer apologizing because it's very hypocritical for me to hold people to these standards that I hold my family to, but in not show this same love and grace that I would show everybody else, it made no sense. Like I said, I'm not going to go into details of what happened with my family because that's not my story to tell at all. But I'm sorry, y'all. It was just a moment where I just prayed and I said I'm sorry. And I was upset at myself and I was emotional at that time because why do I have to wait to get these lessons when somebody passes? As intelligent as I am, as intellectual as I can be, I should not have to wait to get this after somebody passes. It's always after somebody passes. And granted, a lot of people around me do not die. For the most part, I'm like I don't have the I know some people they constantly lose a family or friends or childhood friends or whatever like almost on a daily basis. I'm not gonna call out any city because there's no reason for that. I could count how many times I lost people in my life that I was real close with. I think the last, of course, my grandfather passed in '96. Salute, recipes to Ralph and Mossy. We lost both of them, and those are my friends from high school. We lost my senior year. Um, um, and I haven't lost anybody that close. Well, no, take that back. Yes, I have. I have. One more brother in high school I lost. Uh, one individual. Wow. Uh, one individual from my church I lost. Two of them actually. Three. Wow, Jesus Christ, man, this is crazy. Uh, maybe I lost a lot of people that I think about it. But let me stay focused because this is crazy. Um, with the people that I lost, I always learned some type of lesson that I should have just learned while they were still here. This case around, it was just about forgiveness. I should never held on to that hurt. I should have just let it go like I would do with anybody else. I just took that moment to pray and just apologize to Granny and God. Now, I felt something on my hand. It was my mother who came back and got me and gave me a hug. And walked away. I turned around, looked at that casket. I said goodbye, Granny. And not only that, the dad get buried that day, and it wasn't my grandmother because God already called her home. Honestly, I got buried that day. Whatever anger I had got buried that day. Whatever hatred I had for my family got buried that day. Everything that I held on got buried that day. And it wasn't my grandmother. It was the things that was keeping me, that was slowly poisoning and deteriorating me, got buried that day. And it had to happen that way. It's like, you see how God plays, I guess, plays tricks on you. But Um, and also another thing is I found out what my grandmother's last name was. It was Ann, Barbara Ann Walker, which is such a. It was such a name to have. Yeah, Ann. Yeah, Ann um, was a common name back then. Middle name, but like Sally Mae. Well, May part. I don't want to say Sally Mae because that's gonna give people nightmares. But yeah. Cause someone said, "Are we looking for a Barbara Ann?" I was looking at, I was like, "There's another funeral service going on," and my mom's husband was like, "Yeah, but that's your grandmother's middle name." I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Don't tell my mother this." But I want to say, rest in peace to Barbara Ann Walker. Um, her spirit lives. The negative spirit I had to meet had to be buried that day. I guess it had to happen this way. And I'm glad it did, ladies and gentlemen. Um, y'all saw my cousin's comments. He's in Austin. I'm in Houston. We're all gonna meet up. We're all gonna be a lot closer together. Besides, I have a grandson. I have a grandson. No, where's the? No, no, no. Hold on. Where the wood at? Oh, this is wood. I ain't got no damn grandkids. I don't want no damn grandkids. Bad enough, I got grades in my beer, and that boy 4 years old. And ladies love him. He love the ladies. Nope, nope, nope. I ain't got no grandkids. Nope. I'm gonna tell that boy I need. He's 4 right now. I'm gonna need about 25 to 26 years before you make me a grandpappy. But I got it. But that's why I say I have a son now. Um, we're looking to have another child next year after my wife graduates. Excuse me. After my wife graduates grad school, we're gonna have more kids. So we just need to we need to be more family connected. We're gonna meet up in Texas. Oh my lord! And we're gonna meet back in Florida. Yeah, okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I meant what I said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not driving to Florida. Sorry, that was 16 hours. We no, it's not happening. And I hope my son doesn't have a fear of flying like I used to. He's getting on that airplane. No, sorry. I will say this: my tolerance for road trips has grown. I could drive. I can see myself driving to Dallas now. Am I going to drive to Abilene, Texas? Nope. Sorry, sis. Not happening. You better hurry up and leave Abilene and get to Dallas with your older brother. I'm not driving to Abilene. That's 6 hours, and I'm not going through the back way from Houston to Abilene. Ladies and gentlemen, those who watched cartoons growing up, the Roadrunner, um, the Roadrunner cartoons. You know those hills, them big old hills that the Roadrunner Coyote be running around. Yeah, those are in Texas. I don't want to see that. It was nice to see it the first time we went there, but when I had to drive through that way with my sister to escort her back to Abilene, needless to say, there's no cell phone GPS out there. No, I am going to be on I-45 going to Dallas, where I know there's something there. Nah, I am not taking no back ways through Texas. Here goes my brother. We we will. I thought we were really gonna go to Austin, but and ladies and gentlemen, Austin is a beautiful city, by the way. Just in case that you don't know, and of course Texas is way better. That's not even close. Especially Florida. Like I said, Florida, you guys are different out there. Not, if I'm going to Florida, it's going there and coming right back. I'm going to Florida. We can go to Legoland. We can go to Disneyland. We can go to SeaWorld. We can go to Universal Studios. And we're going to stay on those properties. We're staying in that vicinity. We're not getting on I-4, I-4 East, I-4 West can go to hell. No. I'm never getting on that highway. Oh, I'm driving it again. I'm going to have a driver. I refuse. Call me bougie. Call me whatever. Yeah, I'm not ever driving on that hellhole again. But we're gonna meet up. We're gonna see a lot more family. I have a son. We're gonna have another child uh, next year. We're gonna start the process after March because, like I said, that's when my wife graduates grad school, and yeah, we just need to bring the family together. And I promise you guys, we will. But the moral of this story, ladies and gentlemen, please, it's so cliche. And here's the thing: although it is cliche, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to feel that after somebody passes. You don't want to know how that feels like for it to hit you the way it hit me. Um, like I said, I'm not an emotional person at all, but like I said, there are times for a man to be emotional, and needless to say, I had a coming to Jesus moment at the gravesite. So don't forgive and let go. Start a clean slate. Matter of fact, that's what Pastor Jarvis said. Start with the clean slate. Let it go. Needless to say, I think he was preaching to me. It's funny how God works, even in the state of Florida, the country of Florida. You know, y'all can be part of the U.S. All the stuff I seen down there. And you guys go to Fight Club, especially from Saturday night. Yeah, that was some real Florida logic. Jacksonville, Florida, to be exact. Thank God I did not go to Jacksonville. But anywho, thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, I am home, and we did bury the dead, and that was me. And needless to say, I have never felt more alive now than before. So this is the B.TS Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your sister Jay. Like this video, subscribe to my page. Where the hell's JP? Son of a. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Clubhouse. If you feeling generous, donate to my Cash App, $ the B.TS Show. Participants waive all the rights to privacy. That means once you hop on camera, yeah, I own all of that. And also we have a live Studio audience, ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me I deleted it. Of course I did. We still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, I will give away $100 to one lucky person. And so you know, my man, my word, we are almost at 500 subscribers. I'll give away $50 to one person once we reach that goal. All right. And I thought I might accidentally deleted that disclaimer. But yeah, the views that the audience expressed does not reflect the views of anybody associated, affiliated with the BTSI show or the sponsors. What does that mean? If you guys watch my previous videos, you guys seen some of the takes that my audience members be having. Those are their views, not mine, necessarily. But again, in closing, heaven has received one more, and they received a great one. God said it was time to come home. This lady is where she wanted to be, and I can't wait to join her. I will see you later, Granny. This is the B.TS Show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, and please, for God's sakes, just forgive. It's so much better on this side, trust me.